What is up, everybody? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, see me, or see part of me. Doing a live stream on a vertical, and we're doing a normal live. So, just to make things as complicated as possible, I figured, hey, we might as well add in a vertical. If you want to see what I'm doing tabletop, you can go to the vertical. If you want to just stay, I'm going to bring things up to, camera level on this side of things, but I'm also going to be doing things on the tabletop, so it'll be nice and busy. What's up, Lisa? Yeah, I'm going to be walking back and forth, getting different gear, so there's no sense in me really sitting down. Got people in both chats. What's up, Level On Up? William, what's up? Adventure Man, Chris, RB, Todd, what up, buddy? Brown Sugar, Mick, Adventure 50, Lisa, Laid Off Pete, what is happening? Riggedy Ross, Toddy Carr again, Marco, what is up? Just Nate, Neil, how's everybody doing? So, the idea behind this one is something a little bit different than we normally do. I just recently got this new, I've always carried a sling pack with me of some kind, and I bought a new one. So we're going to be switching from an old no-name brand sling bag to this Tomtoc. In the process of buying this sling, I had another sling come in. It's actually a crossover. It's a crossover fanny pack and sling bag combo from Roaring Fire Gear, but I'm thinking we'll just use the Tomtoc one as the primary, sling bag that we're gonna go with. Somebody asked, so which one's better for each? Probably put the normal live stream on the TV and use your phone for the vertical. Nick Travellini, what's up, bud? So we got our sling pack, obviously, and we're gonna try to get this thing loaded up with. It's a sling pack that's gonna stay with me everywhere I go. So I want to set this thing up with the stuff that, anywhere I go, I'll be, in theory, taken care of. So I'm going to bring out various things that I think, and then based on what you guys think, we'll go with certain stuff. Now, we already have the sling bag out, which is a given. So I'm going to move the sling bag out of the way for now. I can keep an eye on both the chats a little bit, Todd, but I'm only going to be able to do so much. Before we get started, the old pack that I was using is from Roaring Fire Gear. And this, I'm going to talk to Roaring Fire Gear, but I think this, in a similar exact copy of this bag, pretty much, add a shoulder strap to this. And I think this would be maybe a little bit larger, but I think this would be a great sling pack as well. Maybe not the same setup as this one, but we have a video out on this. But there's a bunch of gear that needs to come out of this bag, which we're going to do in a moment. But I do want to, I think the primary thing we should put in each pack for when we leave our house is going to be some sort of battery bank. So I have several here. I got this phone plugged into one, which we're not going to use this one for the bag. It's just way too heavy, but we do have, this is a new one from a company called INIU, and so far it's been pretty good. It's got two USB-Cs, but I think the one that I feel like going with would be the Nitecore 10,000. It is really lightweight. It's really slim. It's really skinny, and it doesn't weigh much. So this is probably the one we'll go with. I do have a couple of Anchor 10,000s. I have a 5,000 we could use. You'll have to let me know. I think 10,000. I think the Nitecore is the obvious choice. We have a 5,000 from Anchor as well that we could go with. Can we see all those on the vertical? Yeah, we can. And then, like I said, I have Anchor 10,000s too. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about that, Todd. If we get somebody, we'll take care of them. What's up, Sterling? So, what do you guys think? I think the 10,000 would be the way to go. That'll be a guaranteed charge. So that kind of knocks the 5,000 out. This is kind of just, this will give you a quick charge, from dead to like 60, which would be enough. But based on the size, I just feel like the Nitecore will be the way to go. Plus, you get that added power, and these are not much different in their weight. So I feel like, and this 10,000 INIU is nice. It's got the screen. It's got a screen. It's got a little like phone holder jiggy, which isn't necessary. This is going to be more for space and need the space, right? So I'm thinking Nitecore for the W on this one. And I already got a USB-C cord hooked to it. Unless I see some nays, we'll stick with the Nitecore and we'll move on to the next item. But first, this pouch has 3 different pockets. So I'll show the vertical. We have a front-facing pocket, YKK zippers, and then we have a back pocket. This back pocket, I think I'm going to leave completely empty just for the simple fact of putting a small like CCW in there. So the main 2 compartments are going to be the front and this middle. And you can see it's got this nice orange liner. So you can really pick out what's going on in there. It's got a couple of individual pockets, a large pocket, and then this has a nice zippered pocket on this side. And I'll show you guys as well. I have featured this in a Gear and Gadgets video. So if you want a real close look, you could always go watch that. But I'll be doing a follow-up video after this, in an upcoming Gear and Gadgets on what we all did tonight and all that sort of thing. So next is going to be finding a place for everything that we decide on. Dang, Riggedy Ross says he's got the verticals, and then I think Toddy's got the normal live. So we'll go with the Nitecore. It is fully charged. It's just got a single USB-A and then a single USB-C, which that is all I need, right? It'll be just for my personal stuff. So I'm thinking that can go in the large netted portion, right? I think that's probably where it should go. Large netted portion. And then because we got the cord that we're going to include with it. See, there's decisions to make because if we start going with, so we have the battery bank, there starts to be decisions we have to make on, since we have a battery bank, should that mean we stick with all rechargeable USB-C items? Or should we flirt with, not putting a rechargeable flashlight in here, go with a AA or AAA, and then just store batteries in here? That's all stuff we'll have to keep in mind as we go on. So we got the battery bank, and that'll be easy peasy for that. we'll go ahead and I think battery banks is top of the food chain. And then what do you guys want to do next? I got to pull. Let's do a multi-tool. Let's do multi-tools. And we'll figure out. And this is strictly multi-tool as in the thing itself. We're not talking about a pry bar, bit driver, multi-tool. Just straight multi-tool. We'll need this flashlight later. I don't think we want a hammer multi-tool, but oh, nope, got another one. I love that multi-tool there. All right, well, that'll be good enough to at least give us some options. We got a couple of full-size multi-tools. We got a couple of Victorinox. We got a couple of minis. And then a couple of slender multi-tools. I like all of these for varying reasons. This one is a little guy by Rock Tool. Basically just the bare essentials. You got a drop point blade that's locked out by a liner. And then on the flip side, we got a full pair of scissors there. And on the back, we have a bit driver. I love this little multi-tool from Rock Tool. It's got a nice set. Bit driver, scissors that are good, a nice blade. We got the all punch, flathead, pry bar, quote unquote, mini flathead, and then a bottle opener slash cardboard cutter. And then those tools all do lock. I'm a big fan of this one. So we might go with that one. Just, I know these have more capability. Let me know what you guys think, or if there's one you want to see a little more of. But I like the full size idea, but you know, like this Rock Tool here, like this next tool, like this next tool here, the Leatherman Free P2, they're all pretty heavy. And is that something I want in the bag? Best multi-tools currently are the Leatherman, Victorinox, and USA Gerber plier-based ones. Overseas is catching up fast, though. Yeah, they definitely are, and we got a couple of them out here, Todd. Rock Tool, Next Tool, and where is Rock Tool, Next Tool, and Rocks On is another one that is really catching up as well. This is one of their, we will be checking out. I feel like I have another Rocks On, but I should. Maybe it's not here yet. I don't know. But this is a Rocks On that I've really been messing around with pretty heavily. Very basic. It is just a drop point blade and then a nice full size pair of scissors for a multi-tool anyway. That's another one that could be a good option. And this Rocks On set, this Rock Tool multi-tool, both have pocket clips. So if they need to come out of the bag, you know, opposed to the Victorinox, we aren't going to have a pocket clip on those. And much like the Sailor Pro from Next Tool, great multi-tool, full size, tons of tools, but there's no pocket clip. So if I want to take it out of the sling bag, we have no pocket clip. The Next Tool and the other Next Tool, neither of these have pocket clips. These are pouch-based multi-tools, so I feel like a pouch that they use themselves to be carried. So I feel like those are, we should kind of erase those because I don't know. So we could go full size and go rock toll or Leatherman. I have some other Leathermans, but I'm not pulling them out of, I'm not pulling them out of where they are already. So I think, you know, I'm leaning towards the free P2. It's a full size multi-tool. What do you think? Should I go lighter weight with the rock toll? We aren't going to have pliers in this one, but we will have scissors, knife, bit driver, that sort of thing. Or we could go with the other Roxxon blade and scissors. If we go with the free P2, we have considerably a full-size multi-tool with pliers. The only thing that I don't think does it does have a pair of scissors. They're just not the greatest, but they'll work in a pinch. So I could see the free P2 being the way to go with this pack. If, you know, all things Kathleen says, I think you need one in there with pliers, which I want, you know, I don't disagree with you. Maybe we should. Free P2 is nifty. Just picked one up and modded it, says Neb. So, is that the way we should go? Everyone concur with the Leatherman free P2. I'm not opposed to that at all. That's a great multi-tool. Plus you can, mine's broken in almost enough that you can just easily, I mean, it's supposed to be one-handed, so maybe that's what we'll go. Free P2 is nifty. Okay. I guess that's what we'll do. Live chat, and there we go. Okay. All right. So is that what we're doing then? Free P2. I think we'll take these away. Not putting the dime in there. Victorinox is out. No pocket clip. I do have another small one here, but and we do got a bunch of videos coming up in the gear and gadgets on all these multi-tools. Where'd my chat go on this side? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You concur. Where'd the chat go? Oh, it's down there. No, we want it over here. There we go. Okay. I guess that's how we gotta have it. So I'll just move that one smaller. Okay. What do you think about Roxxon, says Brando? I have limited experience with them, dude. But I think from what I do have from them, I feel like it's very solid. I'm supposed to be having a meeting with them in the next week or so, like an actual web chat with them. But they make solid stuff, man. Rock Toll is another one, especially their new Gen R. That's got the VG10 blade coming in under $50. The new Gen R from Rock Toll is a solid full-size multi-tool, pocket clip, you know, everything that you're looking for, and under $50. Is it as rigid as like what Leatherman, you know, and Leatherman's not perfect either. For under $50, this Gen R from Rock Toll is one of the best multi-tools on the market right now. Especially, you know, it's one thing to find a pocket knife that has a VG10 blade for under $50, but to get a full-size multi-tool. I think it's like 19-in-1, or it's more than that maybe. This type of build with a VG10 blade, and it's a good, useful blade shape as well. It's just a nice low drop point, or you could call it like a drop foot if you wanted, but a nice, useful blade shape nonetheless, and it's in VG10. So I'm a huge fan of this one, and I would have no problem putting this in the sling bag as well. It's a little heavier than the P2, but we'll go with the P2, I think. What flavored juice tonight? I'm going with, it's actually it's a holiday special through, I'd have to get the bottle, but it's some sort of holiday special stuff. What's up, Ron? Good to see you, man. Personally, though, I carry a Leatherman Surge with some accessories, makes it able to handle a bunch of different tasks, says Todd. Yeah, and that's the other thing, Todd, is I have a bunch of bits that fit in the Leatherman bit driver, or that are for a Leatherman, right? So that's another reason why I'm like, I wonder if I should go, because I don't think the free P2 doesn't have an independent driver. It has 3D blades. So now it's making me question. See, this one, this Gen R, takes full-size 1/4-inch bits. So I'm wondering if that would maybe be the best. What flavored juice? I'd love to review their stuff. Yeah, they got good stuff. Roxanne does. Peach and Greek yogurt. I wish I had some Molly on the front. You're right. I wish I had a shoulder strap for my Roaring Fire pouch and something to hook the strap on. Well, they just came out with a new fanny pack crossbody sling that I'm going to be doing a review on. This actually came after I bought. It's a fanny pack sling bag crossover. I'll be using it as a sling bag, but we'll see. But I think this is going to be very nice. Made out of their wax canvas YKK zippers for the vertical guys. This is what I'm talking about. Roaring Fire Gear, they make some amazing, amazing products, and that is their sling bag crossover that they sent in. I was contemplating doing the video on this one, but the Tomtoc does have a little bit more size. So that's probably what we're going to stick with. So what should we go with? What's up, Tommy boy? That one's going to be out. Michael Upchurch, what's up, buddy? I like the Leatherman products, but for my work every day, the old Gerber 600 flip. The flat bits that Leatherman makes are fine for everyday tasks, but are a bit on the soft side, will strip out, so I carry good 1/4-inch bits. Yeah, I'm almost, if I want something, because, man, this is tough now. Should I go P2 or Gen R? The P2 doesn't have a dedicated bit driver. It's just a standard 3D. It's a 2D Phillips head, I think. Yeah. It's a 2D. I wish this does have a fat flathead on it. I don't know. I'm thinking the rock tool is just so damn heavy. What's up, Weezer? Yeah, I like, I have what is it? A Gerber I have a suspension. I have a suspension and NXT. The NXT's kind of garbagey. I mean, not bad for the price, but with Rock Toll and all them coming around, those smoked the NXT. But the original Gerber suspension, that's a multi-tool I've trusted for many, many years. It's my get home bag multi-tool. Now, I do have a Leatherman Wave in my armrest of my truck as well. So I have two in there that are fully capable, but the suspension has been my go-to for a long time. I don't know if they're made like they used to be, but they were made very well. Yeah, Weezer, Maxpedition they are amazing. I have many of their products. That's who I use for my get home bags, at least I have for the last couple of years. My Ashley has one, Maxpedition, and then I have one. And then all the pouches inside the bag are all Maxpedition as well. So you guys aren't very much help. File, serrated for drywall, pliers, 2 flats, number 1 and number 2. Do they make any multi-tools in full titanium? Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, it would be extremely expensive, I would think, to mill out. I'm sure we'll see them eventually here. The center drive is cool. Okay. So I'm thinking, what am I thinking? I just feel like that's so damn heavy. Bama Ninja, what's up, buddy? Let's get the sling bag out. Let me put it in here and just see what I think. It definitely adds some weight, but it's still manageable. All right, I'm gonna go with the Gen R from Rock Toll because it's got a ton of capability. It's really well made. The VG10 blade is a great backup blade, and we got that 1/4 inch drive. I don't know. Seems like a winner to me. Fully loaded out with tools. You got the mini flathead for like eyeglasses. You got the punch. You got a file, crosscut file, diamond, can opener, flathead. And then you have the 1/4 inch bit drive, like I said. And you have the VG10 blade. You have some scissors. You have a couple of serrated edges, and you have some wood saws as well. So this thing's got quite a bit of capability with it. I think we'll go with the Gen R. I'll stick with the Gen R, and if I feel like changing it, I will. Yeah, Randy, I've been trying to get in touch with them about checking them out because I've told them, you know, hey, I want to check out some of them, but they're not real good at answering. So it might be a little bit till I can check one of them out. What's up, Urban? Did you know that Zippo makes a lighter pouch that has a Velcro strap that you can hook to Molly and use it for other things than a lighter? Yes, I did know that. You mean the little black fold-over pouch? I did know about those. Those are cool. They're like $20, I think. Something like that. All right, so we're going with the Rock Toll. It's got the pocket clip. If it needs to come out of the sling and go in my pocket, it has that ability, so that is nice. I guess we'll put that in that portion there. We'll just clip it in the one organizer. And I guess the battery bank could, I guess I didn't show you guys the front. I'm not a real good host, but yeah, the front pocket has that orange backing, and then a large front pouch, and then 2 organizers behind it. I'll show you guys on the normal stream. This orange liner makes a huge difference. Leatherman ALX or something like that. They still make, still $200. The Charge. Yeah, the Charge, yep. Yeah, Leatherman makes a lot of multi-tools. I think I'm going to put the battery bank up front here. Will it fit? Oh, it won't fit in there. It should. It does. Okay. So, charger up there. It's also got this key loop attachment there. So we're going to put the cord up front. So next is going to be, all right, so cordage there. I'm deep in the vape community. Yeah, I've been vaping since before it was cool. All right, so I have been vaping since tanks leaked all over the place. The juice was horrible. Yeah, I've been vaping for a long time. All right. So next up on the docket is going to be flashlights. Should we go with AA, AAA, rechargeable? Let me get this crap out of the way. We got AAA, AA, rechargeable. We got one that I can use that's rechargeable and takes a AAA, the Rovi Vaughn. Should we do one that's rechargeable? What's up, Mick? We could do a mix and match. The i3T, that's a AAA. So we could go that route and just stick with AAA and keep a AAA in the bag. Rechargeable, that takes a regular battery in an emergency. Yep, you're not wrong. Yep, we could do the Nightcore 23 as well. Do you carry a light on your keychain for intermittent use? Not typically, Todd, because typically I have like a sling bag or a pouch with me, and that has a keychain light on it. You're on the normal stream. I keep a normal AAA light with me, so technically, and then I always usually have a regular flashlight as well, but not always. So that's kind of the idea behind this sling bag is if I don't have it with me, if I have my sling bag, it's not a big deal because I have, I'll have it with me. So we could go EDC 23, which is really good. Where are you guys at? Down here. That's the EDC 23 there. We could go with the Trustfire Mini X3, which has UAV green light, and it's also got a floodlight. What's up, Brian? The EDC 25. I don't have much experience with... Oh, the 25. Yes, I do have the 25. Yeah, that's a good one, too. Yes, happy Veterans Day. I keep a Leatherman Rev on the bike and one of my saddlebags. It's one of the better full-size Leathermans that can be found under 60, says Urban. I keep an Olight on my range. So we're going to have the battery bank in there. And I keep my lights charged up constantly. So it's not a worry about having to, you know, pull it out. Yeah, I have some through nights. What else could we go with? I mean, I have the new Olight Baton Turbo. I don't really want to go with that because I use those more for around home because of the specialized charging. So I think the Olight's going to be out, at least the rechargeable ones. The X3 is a fantastic light from Woobin, but that takes a special base to charge it, so we're not going to use that one either. Those I keep here at the desk. And then I think the X2 would be too heavy. I don't want to go with anything too bulky or too heavy. The Woobin X2 is really nice, which is a little bit larger than the X3. That is going to be just regular USB-C, and it's an extremely capable light. We could also go with the MT1C Pro. No, we can't go with this one because this is going to be... No, wait. This has a... I think this has a charging port in the battery. Yes, it does. So we could go with the MT1C Pro from Nightcore as well. I have 2 or 3 dozen other flashlights, but I don't want to go with anything too heavy. I hate worrying about pulling out. What's up, BNA? Need a UV for the sticky situations. Yeah, Riggedy Ross, I know about that, man. I want to say I started in like 2020 maybe. Or not 2020. When I was 20. Like 2010. And back then it was really only popular in Florida and like Cali. And there was one shop within like an hour of where I lived. And they were a small, you know, they came up from Florida, I think it was. I keep a Rovivon A3 on the keychain, Olight i3T in my Leatherman sheath, and an Arkfeld UV in my pocket currently. Have mag lights in the vehicles with extra batteries. So do you keep your i3T and Leatherman and the sheath in your pocket as well? So you keep, Todd, an i3T in your pocket as well as the UV? What's up, Ryan? Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. So the one I feel like that would give us the most capability is going to be the E1 here because it has a small internal battery, but then you have the ability to switch it over to a AAA. So you could charge this thing up, keep a AAA in it, or keep a AAA with it, and then you have a ton of, capability. And AAAs should be easy to find if you know where to look. So, and it's lightweight. It's got a clip if I need to take it out of the pack and put it in my pocket. I can do that. I can also put it on a keychain if I needed to. Trying to think. USB-C rechargeable, so it almost would make sense to do this one. I think AA batteries are the most common on the planet currently. Yeah, AA. If AA and AAA is gonna be the way to go. 2010. Yeah, my buddy came up from Florida with them, and that's how I got introduced to them. And back then, vapes were horrible. The skinny tanks would leak. The mods were shit. I mean, I agree. The E1 BNA says, or the EDC 23. The 23 is a fantastic light. And it's a good size too. So that's the newest Nightcore flashlight there, at least in the EDC series, I think, period. Leatherman sheath is on the belt. Okay. I've got close to 30 different flashlights. That some I never really use, but I always change or charge them every so often. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt Bama to have a nice stockpile of flashlights. If the power ever goes out or something, you know, have an abundance of ways to see is not a bad thing at all. On the 23s, it looks like it might be able to be switched. I do know, which I'm kind of giving you guys a little sneak peek, but this new light that I just got in, it's from JetBeam. And if you're not familiar, JetBeam has been around for 20 years. And you can't say that about too many other flashlight companies. And this is their newest product. It's called the I think it's called the E23 Kunai. And like I said, JetBeam has been around for a minute. And it has this really nice textured rubber tail cap, which is automatic to turbo if it's not in the locked out mode. But you do have a lockout mode, and that keeps everything, you know, from turning on. And then you can go to what is the normal light. There's a center button function that you can push and cycle through all your various lights. And then you can go to the next one, which is going to be a UAV. And then you can go to the next one, which is going to be their new green laser. So I really like this flashlight. It's USB-C rechargeable. It really reminds me of the Trustfire Mini X3, which is a fantastic rechargeable light in my opinion. It's got a side switch. So we can really go with any of them and be good to go. Having a flashlight with a UV option might be useful. I agree. I swap out my EDC flashlight and knives each day. Yeah, so do I, man. But this is for a sling pack that I'm going to be keeping with me everywhere I go. So this is separate from what I'm actually going to be keeping on me. BNA, I'd look for them to have a sale here coming up very soon. Yeah, I don't need any more multi-tools urban, but there might be someone out there who does. I heard you can... Oh, on this one. Yeah, that just pulls off there, man. This clip on the E23, that's just basically a clip-on, and you can flip it right around. Yes, that is correct. And you can also... that I wasn't thinking, but that's what I was getting at with the new JetBeam as well. The sticker's over top of it right now. But, here, let me pull it off. But you can flip the clip on this as well and shoot this onto your cap. And I really like this light so far. The UI is really nice. having JetBeam as the company. I learned a lot about a company I never heard of before. And as much as I like Woobin and Workos and all them other flashlight companies, them being around 20 years gives me, you know, and they've been able to innovate and stick with it for 20 years. That's pretty impressive from JetBeam. And this is their latest rendition of a flat light. It's going to be a little bit larger than the 23, but I think it's a little smaller than like the 25 and 27. The 25, 27, 29, I think those would be too big to throw in here. And the JetBeam might be a little large as well. So what, are you guys saying go with the Trustfire maybe? It's got UAV, or don't got UAV. It's got UV. It's got 2 separate lights that you can activate. It's got a bottom floodlight on it, which is really cool. It's got a green laser. It'll be hard to show it to everybody, but it's got a green laser. And then what is that? I think that's, and then it's got the UV light as well. This Trustfire Mini X3 packs a nice little punch for anyone looking for a new flashlight, and it's got a 2-way deep carry clip. I've been high on this light for quite a while. And then it's got its normal straight beam, if I can figure it out. I could have swore it had, and then that floodlight has 3 different levels as well. I guess it don't have, I guess I'm thinking of, what am I thinking of? Something else. This don't have a red light though. So anyway, the E1 don't have the UV, but it has the AAA. I use my UV all the time to kill scorpions in my yard. Streamlight on my pews and in my pockets. Yeah, it could go with the wedge, but that's a little large for the pouch. And I don't have any of their small double or triple A's. Yeah, I have a couple of O lights, weapon mounted lights, a couple of stream lights too. Seems like a larger light on your cap would bring problems if you're working longer than a few moments, but hey, not trying to be a party pooper. If you trust that Trustfire, go with that. What's up, Keith? Good to see you, buddy. See, in theory, I should have a flashlight on me as well. But you're right. What if I don't? So should I go E1 and Trustfire? Because that gives me green laser, UV, 2 different lights, plus USB-C rechargeable. It's a slimmer, lighter weight flashlight for what it is. And then the E1 can take the AAA and use the internal battery, or the AAA USB-C rechargeable, and it also has a clip. I could go with both of those and call it done. That sling bag got a holster. I don't think you saw it yet, Brian, but I am saving the back back portion of it. So what will be against my body, that'll be staying empty for those exact reasons. Probably be something like a micro, you know, something that doesn't have, because this is just a little minimum. It's not little, it's 3.5 liters. So you could fit something decent in here, but it would still be a micro pistol. So if we weren't on a live stream, I'd show you. It'll probably be like a little 380 if and when that, you know, when that occasion arises. What's up, Pickled Grammar? Later, Roach. Yeah, we're trying to set up a sling bag, Keith. So we'll go with the Trust Fire and the E1. And I think that's a good idea because they're both pretty lightweight. That gives me 2 USB-C lights, a AAA light, and what I'll do is in the zippered portion, in the center, I'll throw an extra AAA in there. So that way I, you know, always have that as a backup if they were both to die and I wasn't charging them or whatever. So that's what we'll do. Let me put these away, and we'll put those in the sling. We got a Brian ferro rod that'll be going in there, of course. That'll come later, though. You can get no light pen. You can get an Olight pen, save a lot of space, and you get the laser and a pen. That's a good point, man. I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't know if the 19 would fit in here or not. I think the 19 will be... I don't know. I'll have to let you guys know on that side if the 19 will fit in here. It might. It's a good size. It might. It'll be close. I'll have to see what will fit in there. So, you are right, though, Derek. And I do have one of those Olight. Not going to get the power out of the light. It would make a great backup to your backup, though. Maybe I'll put that. We'll see. We're going to get to a pen here in a minute. Love my XDM Elite, so perfect. So we'll put the flashlight here by the multi-tool, at least the Trust Fire. We'll put that by the multi-tool to keep him company. That little blue flashlight is my choice. Well, that is going in there as well. And we'll put a AAA in there as well. Hell, I could clip that too and use this as kind of like the sling bag light. Ooh, I can't get that on there. That would have been perfect if I can get this on there. I could use the Rovi Vaughn and attach it to this lanyard in the front. We could go with a key ring. This is set up for that too. This flashlight is set up so you can throw a pocket clip on it, which is awesome. You can throw a key ring in it, on it. And what's cool is you can pop it off your keys and you got the pocket clip already on there. You can throw it right in your pocket. So that is perfect. I love the E1. Yeah, I've been trying to get them to send me some more of their angel eyes because they got several different ones, but they insisted on sending me something else. The new Aurora A3 Gen 4. I didn't even get into it yet, but they insisted on that. I was trying to get another angel eyes, but I think because they're older, they're not real. So we got the angel eyes on the lanyard tag for anyone who cares. Okay. So we got battery bank, USB-C cord. We got our full-size multi-tool in there. We got our full-size flashlight considerably, at least for this pack. Then we got our backup light here. Next, we'll go with... I guess we'll just start throwing little odds and ends out there and see what you guys think. Of course, we need a mitten state. Even though I love my Exotac, I'll go mitten state. So here is a couple pens and a couple pry bars, bit driver. This is just some random stuff. So what should we do? I think this would be a good matchup. This bit bar inline from Big Idea Design, because Todd, let me get your thoughts, but this has 1/4-inch bits in it. It's a bit driver, so it's a designated bit driver. So that could be used in conjunction with the Gen R multi-tool that we have in there. But then if we put this in there, do I need the Gen R? We could take that out and put the Leatherman Free in there, and then we have a designated bit driver. I actually just got new ones, Rolf. We're going to be talking about that here in an upcoming video. Put a ring on the light, baby. Yes, that's what we did. We are on the East Coast. I'm going to pick one up, Cicero, but I think it would be for my personal... I looked at that one, the 1.5 liter, and I almost went with it. I think it would be a little small for what I'm looking to do. I think it would, depend on what you're looking to do as well. But I am going to pick one up, I think, at some point just to see what it's all about. But to be safe, I went with the 3.5 liter. Eastern time. Yeah, Nightcore is really good, man. Really good. I really like what they're doing. There's a lot of good flashlight companies, though, out there right now, guys. Lots of them. Lots of them. I know people say a pry bar is useless, but I use it a lot to keep the tips of my knives healthy. Yeah, I think a good... So, for me personally, I like a pry bar bit driver combo. That way I'm getting, I can for sure get use out of it, and it's got bits that I can maintain my knives with, throw a 6 and an 8 or an 8 and a 10 or whatever, 6 and an 8 would probably be ideal. I do have, where is he? Right here. This is probably the one that would be the smartest, because I got a double-sided 6 and 8, and then a 10 in here as well. So this would cover pretty much all my, you know, with the exception of a few, this would take care of a lot of the pocket knives I would carry. So the Olight Opry with its bits, I could switch them over to the Fulcrum as well. It's the same, I believe it's the same size bits. So those would work in either one. So I could go with either. I've always said the Olight Opry is the Fulcrum killer because it's half the price and same capability. No, it's not a Vero, but it'll sure get the job done. Bit large the case. A bit large the case is. Small baggy or plastic container like a small pill bottle is great for the bits. So you're saying you don't think this bit bar would be necessary? What about this type of bit bar? So we got two, where are you at? We got two different ones we could choose from. This is more of like a pen style. I'm sure you've seen it. I think this one's called the inline. But this is 1/4 inch bits as well. You can house 3 in here. And you can set it up as a standard driver. You can set it up as a right angle driver, or you can set it up as a T driver for you guys who don't know. This is the bit bar inline, and it's kind of like a pen driver, 1/4 inch driver. And you can set it up like a standard there. And it's a nice setup for sure. And then everything's housed in there nicely like that. So this might be the way to go. If I put 3 bits in here, plus I have one in the multi-tool, I could go that route too. Do we need a... Do you think we need a box cutter, utility knife of some sort? Probably not. My Keltec 32 shopped out to work dependably. I'd put a Work Sharp field sharpener in there if you have the room. I don't have one of the larger... I think I have one of the micro ones. I do have... I could do that. I could go with the... Where are you at, Brian? You're over there. I could go with the NAS diamond plate. Nice and thin and minimal. That's a diamond plate, 600 and 400. That might be a good idea. Throw that in there. Very skinny, very minimal. Keep the edges touched up a little bit. That might be the way to go. Let's do that one. We'll put that in there. For my surge, I have the 1/4 inch ratcheting extension, so I keep my bits in a small pill bottle in my accessory case for it. I could do something like that. I mean, compared to a pill bottle, how much more? You're saying because you can fit more bits in there. I mean, there is 8 in this thing. I don't know if this takes up much more room than a pill bottle would. Now, the pill bottle, you could put some extra bits in there. I don't know that I would need that many, though. That many bits. You know what I mean? Like the pill bottle, you could put more in, but I don't know if I would need that. So what do you guys think? Should we go Olight or Fulcrum? Greg needs 3 of the bags checked out for everyday city, vacation, travel, and outdoor adventures. Yeah, we won't do that tonight. So we're going to go with a Brian Mitten State EDC ferro rod. Go check him out on the EDC Roundtable. Best handmade ferro rods in the game. And that puppy's pretty much always with me. So that'll be going in the sling bag as well. I'm thinking Olight. Yeah, I think I have a small strop too, Brian. Somewhere. I'll have to see if I can locate it. That's the thing when you get so much crap. What am I packing for? Well, just for whatever. I live in a non-city, non-wooded environment. I live in a small town in a valley, so surrounded by woods. This bag is not my get home bag or my bug out bag. This is just something I'm going to keep with me so that I have extra capabilities no matter where I am. It's something I'm going to take everywhere with me. So it's just something that gives me extra peace of mind if I forget something, if I need something, whatever, it's going to be in this case. That's pretty much the idea behind it. That other stuff for the woods, for whatever, that stuff's already covered. Yes, and when I go into the city, I take my purse. I don't have a field sharpener, though, guys. I have a mini one. I have the mini field sharpener. But I don't have the full-size one. You see the tin Joe has on his site, you could put bits in the ferro rod in there with an awl and still have space. I do have these little... I do have these little slide canisters or containers that I could put some bits in. I could easily fit, I don't know, probably 8 or 10 bits in this little thing. We could go with something like that. Take that sticker off there, of course. But I got tons of these little, or quite a few of these little tins. They slide, kind of have like a little detent system. Wife wants to watch a TV show. I'm off for the night. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Fook. I appreciate you, brother. Don't like anything in plastic in any of my carries. Rattles too much, bothers the hell out of me. I get really small inner bags for random small stuff. Some fire starter for the ferro rod like Blackbeard. Yes, we can do that as well. Let's get this one finished up though. So we're going to do the Olight with the 6, 8, and 10 pry bar bottle opener. We're going to do the diamond sharpener from NAFS. We're going to go with the GBALL VISION EDC ferro rod from Mitten State. That would work. Use one for bits and another for tinder to start fires. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. All right, so we got 2 of them. 2 of these. We'll do bits and tinder. So what about So we already got our pry bar. Should I put the sparrows in there? Should I put the sparrows in? Anybody know what this is? Who watches Gear and Gadgets? Who watches the Gear and Gadgets? Who knows what this is? What is it? We'll put the titanium tweezers in there. Those will always come in handy. Bits I'm going to take care of. Ferro rod, we're going with the Mitten State. That is correct. Pick set. Made by the Sparrows Company. Very well made. And then there is... So this, I kind of had to plead with this company. This is an EDC based pick. And I reached out to the company because I watch lock picking channels, and a lot of them companies were showing Sparrow stuff. And I saw on one of the channels that this thing existed. So I reached out to them. I don't know if they're based in Canada or what, but that's where the guy was that I was talking to. Anyway, and these aren't cheap. These are like 80, 90 bucks, I think. But they're well made and they're well designed. They have it has a backlock feature. So that way if you're using one of the tools, it does lock. It's not going to be closing on you or anything like that. I do have something else. See, that's just more lighters, more bullshit. I could go with the old Visa pick set as well. This is like a hidden pick set. As reliable as the Sparrows? I don't think so. But it could work if you really knew what you were doing, which I don't. But I have picked some locks. Ooh, I like, yeah. I'll go pick one up and tell them GBALL sent you. But yeah, if you like lock picking and stuff like that, Sparrows is a great company. I think we'll put that in there. We'll put the Sparrows in there. Yeah, these aren't very good, Wes. If this is all you had, you better be damn good. My fixie would be my backup to a folder. I'm not carrying a bit driver. Personal preference. My fixie would be my backup to a folder. I'm not carrying a bit driver. Urban, I don't know about that. So, SC Rick, I wouldn't carry a bit driver on my persons, but off body in a sling bag, definitely. So, it just depends on what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? It really just depends on what you're trying to do. There's another little mini multi-tool. I guess that should go over with the multi-tools. I got to get my stuff organized here. Okay, so all that's going in. Yes, that is called the Escort. That's correct. The Sparrow's Escort. That is right. Okay, so... So what pen should we go with? You guys in the other live are looking, aren't you? We could go with the O pen. This has the green laser and the light. We could go that route. We could go that way with it. We got the O pen mini. And then we got tactile turn, couple of them, side click, bolt action. We got a couple of bastions. We got a couple of big idea design. And then we got some micro right in the rain pens, which wouldn't be a bad idea in this pack. We got a mini copper pen there. What should we do? A pen that works in the rain. Yes, I agree. Need a spork in this bag. Well, I could take care of that. Now, the slide containers is slick, because I got one of that's magnetic on the bottom and hold the bits. I could easily, I have a ton of rare earth magnets in different sizes. I could easily do that in here. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Just put a couple of those. Put a couple of those down in there and glue them in, maybe. But yeah, when you get one of the micro items from Daily Carry Co., it will come in one of these. Like if you get one of their tie picks or their Titan pick, mag pick, their whistles, a bunch of their stuff comes in these little tins like this. What are we building? EP says we are building a everyday carry sling bag, something I'm going to keep with me 24/7. Something that if I forget something or if I, just need something, I'll have it there. I'm a Zebra 701 guy, cheap and full stainless. I mean, I have full stainless. I could go that route, but it's heavy as hell. Got like a $150 pencil in here. Mechanical pencil. We could go that route. Daily Gear Guy. JD, what's up, buddy? Got any smooth precision pens still? I think it's called Smoother Precision, maybe? I think this one's from there, JD. It's a titanium clicker with the release being in the clip. I gave my mother-in-law my brass one for her birthday, I think. But I do have I think this is Smoother right here. They have good stuff. I like their pens. That one is there. Should we just go with... So what? Now you're saying throw another... Nah, we can't do another multi-tool. Yako, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, dude. Okay, so... Brian, that's what happened when I put 2 or 3 of them in a pouch and magnetize the top. That's a good idea. We'll need some money in there. Probably a good idea. I got tweezers here, EP. You're watching on the other stream. Some people have both streams up right now. I'm on vertical as well. If you go to the vertical live, you can see more of the gear on the table. But we do have a pair of titanium tweezers there. So pen. Let me slide this out of the way. I don't know if we'll really need anything out of here. I do have some lighters and fidgets and some other crap. That might be able to go in there. We'll look at that one in a minute. Waterproof matches, Neil says. Boy, you guys are... All right, let's get the pen out of the way, and then I'll bring a new set of stuff up. So we're not putting a utility knife in there. We're not doing either of the bit bars. We're going to put those in here. Yep, we got scissors, we got tweezers, we got the ability to take care of our knives with a 6, 8, and 10. We got the ability to maintain our knives edge. We have the ability to start a fire. We're not using that. So the medical stuff's a good idea. I don't know that I'll need it in this case though, Brian, because I know it's a bag for, you know, wherever I'm going. But at my house, I'm covered, and whenever I leave, I have my bag that's in my truck with my full med kit. So it might be like extremely redundant. You know what I mean? I'd literally have a bag here with that same stuff. You know what I mean? That is right behind me. So maybe some medical stuff I'll put in there, like some light stuff. But as far as like tourniquet and stuff like that and Israeli bandages, this bag I don't think I'm going to set up quite like that. I might throw a little bit of bandage in there, some Band-Aids, but I'll have to sit on the tourniquet thing because I already have 2 in my truck, so it's almost, it would be really redundant to add another one into the mix for when I leave the house. Smooth Precision closed up due to health. Oh no, really? Oh, that stinks. Yeah, we got the flashlight covered, JD. We went with, I'll cover that stuff in a minute. If GBALL and I combined all our stuff together, we would open the place up as a store museum. Yeah, I could definitely open up a little store. Okay, keep that in mind, Rick. Keep that in mind, Rick. Whistle, keep that in mind. Agreed, Brian, with that. Okay. So, pen, I'm going to decide since you guys can't. I think to start us off, I'm going to go with the mini titanium big idea design. Let's go with the medium one. I got that set up for medium. We'll go with that one. Titanium, lightweight, or pretty lightweight. And we'll go with that one. And it's good. I got plenty of refills, so we're good in there. We got our pry bar. Those I'm going to be moving elsewhere. That we can add in. Okay, so on the vertical live, we're gonna go ahead and check this stuff out and add this stuff in. So we got the front here. Can you guys see that front? We got our USB-C. We got our Angel Eyes E1 from Roe Vivon, rechargeable, and it can take a AAA battery as well. I'll have to grab the AAA. And then in the middle compartment, we have our full-size Gen R, and we have our Rocktol Gen R, which has pliers, scissors, bit driver. And then we went with the Trustfire Mini X3, which has green laser. It's got a floodlight, main light, UV light, green laser, two-way reversible clip, and it's a great size, USB-C, rechargeable, fantastic light. That'll be our primary light to leave the bag, and the Angel Eyes is like an emergency light or just strictly for the bag. Okay, so where's all this stuff going? I always have a tourniquet on me and carry an extra one. If you take a life, you better be able to save one. Yeah, I'm typically around 2 at all times as well, Brian. So that's why I'm saying it might be pointless to put one in here. Have you seen the Best Techman titanium pen as a glass breaker on the top, so dual purpose? No, I haven't seen that. I didn't know that. So, pry bar. This is going to be a sweet pack when we're done. So we got pry bar, flashlight, multi-tool. We got our pen. All that stuff is fitting very nicely right in that single organizer. And don't forget, we still have all that space back there. We have this pouch, and we have a zippered pouch here. The back pouch we're going to be saving, not putting anything in it. And then we have the front yet. We can still load up with goodies. Some of this loose stuff, like the tweezers, the diamond file, the Sparrows lock set, I'm going to put in that zippered large pouch. That'll go there. I have it in my work backpack because of that. Also a sack in my work backpack. I'll have to check that pen out. I don't think I've even seen that. I didn't even know that existed. Night Woodsman, I see you're going to bed. Kathleen, what's up? Bastion makes a great bolt action. Coworker has one I'm trying to steal. Oh, yeah. They got aluminum, steel, titanium, zirconium. They got a bunch of good stuff, dude. And they're very affordable. Yeah, the 3.5 liter, man, it's not too big to the point where it's like overwhelming. But it'll be big enough that we can actually fit some stuff in here. GBALL, make yourself a card that lists everything that goes in the bag as well. Keep stuff organized. If you ever swap stuff out, keep it in a small baggie in the pouch as well. If you ever swap stuff out, keep it in a small baggie. You're saying if I were to like take a flashlight out, put it in a baggie? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, Todd. As far as Brian's ferro rod or Mitten State ferro rod, we're going to put that in the large zipper as well, guys. We'll put that in there. I don't want to fill that up with too much stuff, but some of the loose odds and ends, I feel like that's the best place for it. So, a couple of you guys mentioned... But yeah, I don't... For the money, I think these are on sale right now too, Cicero. I think they're really hard to beat. YKK zippers, great material for the sling bag itself. Great shoulder straps. Very easy to use. And it has a Fast Tex buckle, which is some of the best buckles in the game. They're quick to release and they're heavy duty. I really like this. So you got YKK zippers, Fast Tex buckle, nice strap, good material for the bag. I like this bag quite a bit. Keep a card in a small baggie. Oh, I see. Okay. Good night, G-Ball. Great content, good times. I'll check it out. How it ends tomorrow. All right, brother Rick. Thank you, brother. Have a good night. So we got to bring out one of my fire kits here. You guys on the vertical live will be able to see it. But there's a couple things in here you guys mentioned. I've kind of depleted this pack. But this is kind of my overflow fire starting stuff, but not even close to half of it. This is just kind of an overflow bag that I made for fire starting. But as far as fire starting goes, Exotac is one of my go-tos. Brian Mitten State, another one of my go-tos. I'm not going to keep an entire pack of these matches in there, but what I will do is throw a couple and a striker or two in there, and maybe we'll end up using those in... We might end up using those in one of them tins if they'll fit. Oh, look at that. That'll fit in there perfectly. If I wanted to do matches in here, Tinder and matches. Let me find out where my... That diamond file will wear away against the pouch and anything else that rubs on it. Might want a sleeve for it or wrap it up in some way. Ed, what's up, buddy? Oh, we're just talking about gear, man. We're just talking about gear. You don't gotta know nothing. We're just going over some stuff. Let me grab some Tinder tabs. So I typically make my own, but these ones work extremely well. These Blackbeard fire plugs. And they're not as messy as some, but these work extremely well. We'll go with Blackbeard fire plugs for this one. I'll do... 3 of them will give us... I'll do 2. I think 2 would be plenty. For now, at least. So how are we going to do this? That's a good idea, Todd. That's what I will do. I might have to piece these up. Yeah, I got a ton of homemade ones, but I might have to take that padding out. I have some I have some right here I could throw in, but they're just so messy. If I want to be putting other stuff in here with, you know, these are nice and dry. They're not going to get stuff all nasty. So we got 4 matches, we got 2 tinder tabs. We're going to need, what are we going to need? We need, yep, we need a striker. What's the name of the pouch again? Tomtoc Sling Bag 3.5. But yeah, Brian, I agree. I like those as well. So that's for our bits. I'll probably do that afterwards. So striker, and I wanted to put something else in here. Oh, I want to put a, I don't know if that'll fit, actually. Let me look. So here's like a little mini scraper that could go in there for like a ferro rod. These definitely won't fit in there, which is what I'd like to have. I could put that in there as like a backup. It's very small. I mean, it'll work, but it's kind of garbagey. I'll have to keep that. I'll have to keep that diamond out of there till yeah, I guess that works pretty good for you guys who are I guess we'll use that. It works pretty good. It's just small, which you guys know a lot about that. So let's see. Didn't I cut this open? Could have swore I cut this thing open. Boy, about time to change that blade. Maybe. So we got a striker in there. We got an extra striker for the rod. And that's a nice little kit there. I mean, we could easily fit more. I'll put that under there. That's a nice little kit. Definitely get some fires rolling with that. Just like that, baby. Couple of tinder tabs, couple of matches, strikers. So that'll be set up for that. So what do we got next? What was that gadget site you mentioned? What was that gadget site you mentioned? I'm not sure which gadget site. When did I mention it, Ed? Vaseline, not gas. Cash's EDC. What's up, dude? Yeah, that's what I do as well, Todd. But I am going to do what Brian's tried there with the wax. That'll be a project for... I might film it, too. Get a mini Bic lighter, wrap with Gorilla Tape and a piece of paracord. The adhesive on the tape burns great. And the plastic in it makes it burn slow to get a fire started. Yeah, we could do that. So what, you think go with a Bic over like a Zippo or any other type of lighter? Go with a Bic? Because we can do that. Yeah, Weezer, Fritos, oils, and the corn chips. Lone Star, what's up, buddy? Carry the day. Cold Steel Mini Recon 1, Tanto, and a Tiger Call. Butane is hard to light when cold is the one drawback. That's a good point. So we got some Gorilla Tape. We'll put these over here. The one striker needs some work out of these two, or it needs thrown away. One of the two. That I need to get a pouch for. Some money there. I know I got a... That lighter's pretty much brand new. So we'll go with paracord laces on my sneakers and boots. Zippo's loose fluid. Bits are cheap and reliable, and even after it's empty, you can throw sparks with the striker on it. Yeah, I mean, I could go with like a Titan light or something that'll preserve the fluid, but I know what you're saying. We'll go with a Bic. I trust a Bic. I trust a Bic. We're not going mini, though. We're going to go full size. And then I'm going to do some skinny strips here. We'll give it a couple of turns. Yeah, I got paracord. I'm not so much worried about. I have paracord out the ass everywhere. Thousands and thousands of feet of paracord everywhere. So I don't need a whole bunch of that with me here. I'll probably put I even have like a 10-foot, for anybody who watched my Wazoo belt, cache belt video. I even have like 10 feet of paracord in my cache belt from Wazoo. That'll be a nice little satchel of tape. So I'll have 2 different strands here. Or I'll have 2 different sizes, 2 different strands. Can you guys see that? Now I need a lighter. There we go. 2 different sizes on a full size brand new Bic. Right on my brand new Halloween Bic. Da, da, da. Who's talking about only using it on duck work? It's a good point. Shaving the outside of a Bic is a great fire starter as well. That is absolutely true, Cicero. Ed, I'm wondering if you're talking about... Are you talking about Daily Carry Co., brother? I'll put it in the chat for you, bud. I'm pretty sure that's who you're talking about. Yeah, duct tape is just... You gotta have it. Gotta have it. You can use it for a ton of stuff. Repairing your gear. You can use it as a fire starter, which I think was already mentioned. You can use it as band-aids, like was just mentioned. I mean, there's a ton of stuff you could use duct tape for in all kinds of different scenarios. So definitely good to have a couple of pieces, couple of feet of it with you. If you needed to repair a little hole in a tarp before it gets too far gone, or whatever. Clothing, backpack, say your backpack gets ripped, you can throw some of this on there in hopes that you know, it ain't going to rip any further. I'm trying to think. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I might have to wrap this up in... I could wrap it up in like a mini hank or something like that. Whatever you pack and use, practice with it and know what you can do with it. Also, the Gorilla Tape can double as an emergency band-aid. That is right. This looks like it's going to be a great kit. My eyes are blurring out, though. Have a great night, everybody. Good night, Kathleen. Thank you for swinging through. Why is it going to end in 5 seconds? We definitely don't want that. Are we still rolling on here? It just said it was getting ready to shut down. It shouldn't. The mag blade is sweet. Hey, you can use GBALL 10 over there, dude. Alright, so we got the emergency Bic. I could wrap this diamond sharpener up in a, like, issuing stitches hank or something like that, which wouldn't be a bad idea. We'll put the Bic. I do have a rubber band I could put around here. I will do that. I'm going to put a striker in there for the ferro rod as well. We got our fire starting kit, matches and all that. That'll go in here. That we'll just put back here in this wide open mouth portion. We're starting to get it loaded up pretty nicely. And then we also have this area here. I mean, this thing expands pretty wide. I don't know if it is quite showing up how this could get filled up a lot. We don't want to... I'm not trying to fill it up as much as it can, you know, be filled up. I just want... I want the proper amount, you know, of stuff in here. So if there's empty space or something like that, that's not a bad thing. Okay. So do we think we need the extension driver for the multi-tool? Probably not a bad idea. Take a little puff of this. They do have that aluminum gravity knife that's like $80. You talking about a trench lighter, Ed? Like this guy here? I don't got any fluid in it right now, but it's one of my favorite lighters of all time. Douglas Field. They call those trench lighters. Definitely one of the favorites. So I think, and that wouldn't hurt if we put the diamond sharpener in a hank. It'll protect it, and we have a hank. Well, we decided not to go with the bit bar. That doesn't mean we can't always put one in here, but the multi-tool, let's make sure it works with it, I guess, right? We wouldn't be able to store it in here. It won't stay down in there. Oh, these are using, this is using a detent system. I mean, it could still work in a pinch, but I'd have to find one that has like a little detent on the butt end of it. That one works, but it'll come right out. So that would work in a pinch. You know, this did come with, I'm pretty sure it came with other bits. Let me see. Oh, am I missing stuff? Oh, I definitely am. Yeah, agreed, Brian. Neil says a water filter straw. County com, maybe. Gareth, what's up, buddy? Weezer, good night, brother. GBALL, I'd add a Mitten State EDC all in there. Yeah, I gotta get one of them things, dude. Yes, that would be really nice. Some large Ziploc bags are nice to have if you need waterproofing, garbage collection. That's true, that's true. I might have a extension that has a little detent nub. I'll have to see. Like I said, this'll work. And the extension might even go in here with it. Without the bit, though. Wait a minute. Will these bits work in here? No, these... I mean... Not really. So that extension won't work very well. Not with the bits that... So will that take... You can put a normal bit in here, but it's going to fall right out. I think it came with some bits. I'll have to... Let me look. I'm doing well, brother. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Let me see if there's any bits. Who makes that? So I think it did come with some bits. It did. So it did come with a nice little 6-pack. Or, well, I guess it's a 3-pack. So that would be perfect. It fits the multi-tool. And gives me 4 bits to use. So it doesn't cover everything. And I'm sure I could order more. It does have a T10 in there. And a T15, which I have knives with both of those. So we could go with that. I use the Leatherman ratcheting extension. Can take the flat and 1/4-inch bits. Oh, really? So that has to go into the flat driver portion of the Leatherman, though, right? It won't fit down in a 1/4-inch drive, will it? Dude, these little cases are money. Look at that. The whole pack sits down in there and there's room for more. I have like several more of these too. Several more. Pull that padding out. And it has padding in it if you wanted to put something, you know, that you didn't want all scratched up or something. Ooh, that's a good idea, Brian. That's a real good idea. I do have a couple of those in the giveaway thing. I could sneak one out of there. So yeah, those bits fit in there nicely. Anyone who's on the vertical, which I don't know if anyone's there at all. There's some people. And then they fit good in here, and I can fit a bunch more in here too if I need. They're specialized bits though. Nothing, I mean, I don't want to say nothing is concrete. I can always adjust stuff, you know, as time goes on, but by the end of this, we already do have a very good start. Leatherman by itself only has the flat bits in their bare tool. That's what I thought. Throw cotton balls in there. It'll help keep stuff from bouncing and give more kindling in a pinch. In the little thingamajig. Yeah, that's a good idea. I have a bunch of that little cotton laying around. I think 3 flashlights would be too much. Yeah, we made an entire fire kit out of one, Gareth. I'll show you. Where are you at? You're in the regular stream. Well, it's not an entire fire kit. Well, it could be. This would be all you'd need to start several fires. We got like four weatherproof matches and the striker. We got several fire starters, 2 of them, but that's a ton of fires. And then we got an extra ferro rod striker in there, a backup to our backup. And there's more room in there. I could fit probably another match or 2. So we got those all set up. I have all kinds of bits, so I'm not real worried about that. My fire kit is a lighter with duct tape and chapstick with cotton banded together with a hair tie. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work. We just did that, Yako, with the lighter bit. Where are you at? In the vertical? We just did that. Brand new Bic and Gorilla Tape. So we got plenty of ways to start fire. We got the ferro rod and the striker. We got a Bic. We got matches. We're good. We're good. That's enough stuff to start a dozen fires or more. So we're good. That would keep us rolling for a while. So back in the pouch. And like I said, if there's empty space in here, that's not a bad thing. You know, not a bad thing at all. You could fill it with wax as well to waterproof it. Fill it with wax. Fill it with wax? Fill what with wax? Yeah, I'll throw a tube of, I have some in the bathroom. I'll have to throw a tube of chapstick in here. That's a great point. I just got a couple packs of them. Chapstick. You could fill it with wax. I have kits for my kits. I love this shit. Yeah, how about it, bro? Yeah. I feel that in my soul. I have kits for my kits' kits. You don't know shit about kits. I got kits on kits on kits. I was gonna ask that, Todd. We have the multi-tool in here. We could go a very small fixed blade. We could go with a folder. We could go either way with it, or we could do both. That might be a little overkill. I'm not trying to go too... This is like a day bag, guys. So we're not trying to go too insane with... Like, I get everywhere all of you are coming from, but we got to remember the intent for the bag, right? This bag isn't the survival bag. This is a day bag. So we got to keep that in perspective and not go too far out with it. Like the water purification, I'm 100% on board with that. Neil, I saw you pop that in. If I did anything like that, I would buy a brand new micro filter, a very small one. Or I have bottles of potable water tabs. I could wrap them up in a tin or something like that and put them down in here and save a lot of space and weight and that sort of thing. So a couple of things to look at there. I have the ability to filter water wherever I'm at, so it doesn't have to go in this bag. Not a big deal. Yeah, it's definitely super capable. But that means I can't carry it then. I guess I could just get another one. Brian's saying put the mini Scandi from Odenwolf in there, which is a fantastic little neck knife. And it would be perfect for this pack. Somebody's like, Mora Eldris clone. And I was like, you're a retard. Like, there's some people I'm not even nice to anymore. Hoglet, yeah. Yeah, could buy another one. Could buy another one. Small fixed blade or cold steel folder with triad lock. If you want to start a fire and don't care about fidgeting, Finwolf would be a great option with an easy to maintain steel. I wonder, can this strike a ferro rod? Woo! She sure can. Hell, I could take the striker out at that point, but... Yeah. You know what would be dope, Brian, is the little freaking... I don't know if I could do it on this one, but putting the ferro rod on this, man, that might be a good idea, too. Yeah, I love this little knife, dude. Gets me wet. Hey, thanks, Mick. Yeah, let's go with the fixed blade, Todd. I think that's a good move. Because the chances I don't have a folder on me are extremely slim. And if I'm in a position where I don't have a folder and I need a knife, this'll get the job done, I think. Dude, it comes with a mini Pharaoh. Does it really? Oh, you know what? Wait, it came on that lanyard thing, right? Oh, fuck. Did it come on this little lanyard thing? Is this the one that came with the knife? I think it is. That's crazy. It's just like my Wazoo necklace. Which was freaking expensive as hell. Do you use bee propolis for wounds? We got a full-size set of a full multi-tool in here, Yako. Not all states allow fixed blades, really? Hey, good night, Ross. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for hanging out, man. Because I got the method, Yako. Cold steel airlight or real steel H6 would be good ones to put in it if you go folder. Yeah, I could put this back on the paracord. Or I could put it on the paracord. Hell, that'd give 3 strikers. Yeah, we got a fixed blade right here. Really? So you can't have a little mini fixed blade in Delaware, dude. Like this. Well, think about who's been running that state. That's crazy. You can't have a little 2-inch fixie on the pocket. I have to see what to make mine a neck knife. Are you saying you made yours into a neck knife or you're thinking about it? I mean, cause fixed blade makes the most sense too, because we have a multi-tool with a folding knife VG10 blade in here already. So I think putting a folder in here is getting extremely redundant. And like I said, the chances I don't have one on me, you know, I sleep with 2 or 3 of them for Christ's sake. So I think I'll be carrying one. That's probably not going to... That's going to have to just kind of slide in here. Down in the back. Oh, that's in the other chat, Rolf. He's talking from the vertical chat. I could put like a really small, that's why I asked about like a little utility knife or something. You know, I could put like a real small, I have the TPT slide. I have this Exceed Designs Tyrant. We could go with this. I have like a cheap, I have a couple of cheap ones. I got that one from Schrade. Yeah, but and you get D2 steel, Todd. To be honest, I'm probably the to be honest, the package you get from Odin Wolf, I'm taking the Odin Wolf personally. You get D2, a nice handle, and then the rest of the package, you get a pocket clip with it, paracord, you get a striker, a mini ferro rod. It's a nice package. I'm probably what I'm saying, Todd, is to that person, the more is a copy of something else that was copied from something else. So I don't get that whole copy thing. Everything is copied from something. That's crazy, Wes. I feel bad for you, buddy. There's 2 live streams going on, Rolf. One vertical and one normal. The vertical stream has what I'm doing on the table, and you guys are watching from the forward. So I could put that Schrade Uproar in here, which is like a utility knife. I could go that way. I carry a mini scalpel in mine with extra blades. I could go... I could go with this thing. It's the Schrade... I forget what it's called. Schrade Uproar, I think, or no. The Rage. It's the Rage series. But it's got changeable blades on it. And it came with like, I don't know, 5 extra blades. So I could put this in there. And I could have something I could beat on. So I could use that. For anyone in the vertical, we're talking about the Schrade Rage series. This has a changeable blade on it. And it's a liner lock. So that would be something we could put in there. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. The Eldris isn't a original design either. So when that person said, some shit just gets under my skin. Like you're calling a copy on something that is as basic as the first knife. I'm not arguing with you. It's very similar. I mean, you could also argue it's damn similar to, like, the Candiru. Not identical, but it's a small drop point, you know, with a neutral handle. You know, how far you want to take it. That's a bit big and more a knife. Mini is tiny. You have the Odin Wolf to beat on. So you're saying don't put the Schrade in there? Just leave it at the fixed blade? This thing is really cool, and it comes with this, like, if you haven't seen, not my video, but I think it's from Schrade, but it has this case you shove the blade into, and it'll pop this one off, like when you're done with it. And then you slide it back into the case, and it'll put a new blade on for you. It's pretty cool. I'd have to find the case. I don't know where it is, but I think I know where it is. I could find it. This is a bit big? Or are you saying the fixed blade's too big? And then you got, Todd, if you look into, like I was looking into it the other day, you have, if you expand from what some of the Mora line looks like, if you go look at like certain Bark River, like just a bunch of different companies, you have almost identical designs from like certain Moras to certain Barkies or White Rivers, or, you know, several different companies where the design is like identical. It's just that, for instance, the Bark River is in 3V and micarta or whatever, right? But if you dumbed it down, you end up with a Mora, basically. Not all of them, you know, not all you know, but there are, if you upgrade that Mora to the next couple levels up, you start looking at designs that come from companies like Bark River and stuff like that. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think that's what this is for, actually, dude. I mean, it's for hunting. It's called the Isolate and Rage. It's a cool little folder. Cool idea. The blade shape's a little out there, but that's purpose driven. It's for skinning. It's got that wild belly to tip, but that thing is nasty. Nasty thin, too. Nasty thin. So what? Should I go with a... I have like some micro... So not that. I have this Outdoor Edge utility knife. And this is small, but it's got a 2D Phillips flat bottle opener. Cool little multi-tool. Yeah, that's what Schrade says it's for. Same idea as Havalon system, but disposable blades. Who does the Havalon system? You know what? That's funny, dude. I thought about messaging you and asking you if you wanted to come on, but I figured, you know, with work and all that shit, I figured you'd be either shot or busy or whatever. But that's funny. I was going to ask you earlier. But I didn't want to bug you with that. But yeah, dude, if you ever want to come on and you ain't tired and shit, you're more than welcome to come on. Yeah, this would be a cool little tool to put in there. I do have the TPT slide, too. I don't know where it is. So I got a little hank for the people in the vertical. I got a hank of paracord, fire cord here, and a AAA battery to go in the pack. Extra AAA for the E3 or the E1. And then a little hank of cord to keep some cordage in the pack. Should I put the battery in the flashlight and then throw another battery in here? Trying to think. Oh, that's cool. So it'll use the AAA first before it uses the own. I wonder if you can switch it. I bet there's a way to switch it. I just don't know how. Good night, Ed. Thanks for swinging through, brother. Oh, shit. Okay, dude. Well, hell. Anytime then, man. Oh, okay, Todd. That's why I don't know then. If it's in the light, it's being drained right. Yeah, I think just charging this, keeping it charged or having it charged, and I'll keep the spare battery in just with it. I wonder if that'll fit in here. No, it's too big. Damn. So should I put the utility knife in there? Oh, shit. Did you message me on Instagram, dude? I'll have to give you my phone number, dude, because I don't see half that shit, man. The only reason I remember to go in our chat is because it's usually at the top somehow, but everything else seems to just, like, disappear into the chat. Or into the messages. I'll have to give you my number. I gave the light my fire survival paracord. Has a line of cotton, wax jute, and some snare wires. Yeah, fire cord is some of my favorite stuff. I have a couple hanks of survivor cord. Good stuff. Good good company. I have a couple of their I don't know if I actually have them in my truck bag. I think I have two of their big blankets, like their Mylar blankets, and then I think I have one of their shelters as well. I think. Working on hanks all day, and tomorrow should go out before the weekend. For over here, Yako, for the holiday bashes. But yeah, Todd, that survivor cord, it's quite a bit more money in comparison to what's out there, but it's good stuff. And if you got 100 feet of survivor cord, if you know what you're doing with the cord, you can literally, you know, you can reuse cordage. You don't cut off if you don't need to, and all that sort of thing. So, but yeah, that survivor cord stuff is money. Oh, let me get that out of here. Oh, all right, sweet, dude. Yeah, that'll be sweet. So I need a clock. I'm trying to find my freaking $90 TPT slide utility knife, but I found a brand new Right in the Rain pad. So we're going to put that in there. Yeah, we're still going. We're getting ready to finish it up for tonight at least, though. I'll do a follow-up video, and for the people who care, they can watch that. But I got the Right in the Rain pad, and what I'll do is we added the Big Idea Design titanium pen, but I will add one of my Right in the Rain capsule pens as well, just for backup. So I'll get that now so I don't forget. Should I put the little utility cutter in there? Nah, we'll get off here in a minute. Night, Neil. Thanks for hanging out, brother. I could throw one of my GBALL Vision paracords in here too. I could go on the outside. I'm going to put that down in there because I might use that. Bits and fire starter. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, I'll put it on the zipper. I need a hank. I don't need this. I don't need that. Oh, you know what I could do? I could even make, like we were just talking about, I could make a little kit to put inside this kit as well. So that might be something I end up doing. A full-size bladed one. You mean where you get full use of the blade? that leads me to the Exceed designs then, pretty much. I mean, that's one of the best. This is one of the best premium utility knives in the game. Hey, later, Cicero. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, yeah, I have a Gerber Prybrid. I could do that. You mean the full-size one? Yeah, this kit's gonna be sick as shit, for sure. I think I have the Prybrid. I have both of them. I have the Prybrid and the X-Acto version. I just gotta find them. So I got the original Prybrid, and then I also got, I'll have to find it, but I got an $80 TPT slide too. But and then I also got this this Gerber, I forget what they call it. This little thing works all right. But yeah, the Prybrid's pretty sweet. This one don't have the pocket clip though, like the new ones do. I've thought about getting one, but I don't need one, so. That's true. Yeah, if we ever do have a zombie apocalypse, yeah. Yeah, plus the Prybrid, you get that nice handle. It sucks this one don't have the clip, though. And the good thing is, it's different than the pry bar I have in here. This one has the nail puller and shit, too. Oh, yeah, I know what the cases you're talking about. I have a couple of them, too. Or I got a couple sizes. I got some that hold, like, 20, and then I got... Yeah, that's true. I don't need to take it out of the pouch. Doesn't have to. So because Yako is our main man in the clan, I'll use one of his hanks. And we'll put the diamond, the NAF's diamond sharpener in the microfiber cloth. and that'll keep it protected. And we have a microfiber cloth then. A full-size one. What I'm going to need for you next, from you next, Mad Yako, is I need one just like this, but I need an EDC size. So like a 5x5 or so. Like a 6x6. 6x6. Those are money makers, man, right there. Yeah, this is just a small little pack. If this was my get home bag or something, we'd need a lot of time. I'd say this is a pretty good start though, ladies and gentlemen. I might add so we got the Hank and the diamond sharpener. I'm gonna add the Gerber Preparedness for now and put that trying to think of where to put. So those I can put in here, I guess. So I don't think we're not done by any means, but I'd say this is a pretty sweet ass start. So I won't get everything out here. I'll show you guys, anybody who's still in here. We got it pretty loaded out. We got a Hank. We got a diamond sharpener in there, 400 and 600 grit. We got Odin Wolf fixed blade with a clip, so it can be taken out of the pack and carried. We have a Right in the Rain notepad. We have a full-size multi-tool, pliers, scissors, VG10 blade. We have a full-size flashlight, or at least a medium-sized flashlight. Green laser, UV, 2 different headlights. We got a Olight O-Pry with a 6, 8, and 10 driver. We have a titanium Big Idea design pen. We got the Right in the Rain pad. Gerber Preparedness utility knife and pry bar, obviously. We have a bit kit. We have a tinder kit and match kit. Paracord. We got a Bic lighter with duct tape, and not just any duct tape. We got a pair of titanium tweezers. We got a striker for our Mitten State EDC ferro rod. We got our Sparrows lockpick set. There's our Mitten State EDC ferro rod. We got an extra AAA battery in here. And then in the front, we got a Nightcore 10,000 milliamp hour battery. We got the USB-C cord for charging. And then we got a Rovivon E1 micro flashlight as a backup and a AAA battery for that. The Trustfire Mini X3 is our other flashlight. So we have a nice setup going here. And let's see how it closes up. And it still stays. That's a nice profile, guys. All that stuff's in there. That's a pretty nice profile. I'm going to get one of the Write in the Rain pens before I forget that. Write in the Rain capsule pen. Write in the Rain capsule pen. That way we can write no matter what condition we're in. And we got the Write in the Rain pad in there already. And then we have a backup pen. So it's not bad to have two writing implements in there in case one dies or you are getting soaked. So that'll be pretty good. And what I might end up doing is making a kit inside this kit. So we'll see. I don't know yet, but yeah, that'd be pretty sweet, Yako. Yeah, we can't. You can have weapons in the video, you just can't be touching them. So they make that real stupid. Like me having my AK in the background, that's fine as long as I don't touch it. But the minute I pick it up, it might shut the whole joint down. Yeah, I keep a bandana with me everywhere I go. That is my most used EDC item. There's no question. You'll never find me without a Hank. Yeah, you'll never find me without a Hank. All right, as far as the vertical live is concerned, thank you everybody for hanging out. For a test run, I'd say it went pretty sweet. We'll get better at it, and maybe we'll do this again. Let me see what happens when I do that. Yeah. Yeah, we got over 600 views on the live stream on the vertical. But yeah, I always have a whatchamacallit, a Hank with me, like a regular Hank. So that's a pretty good setup. I like it. I'm pretty happy with it. You guys ain't too bad. You guys ain't too bad. Trying to think of how to go about. Maybe I'll finish it up myself, and then I'll shoot a full video on it, and maybe a different format than like a tabletop. Maybe something like this. Do something like this. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good point. Yep, I wear them and I carry them all the time myself. I have probably, and because I worked in construction for 15 years, I have dozens upon dozens of regular Hanks. I got all kinds of seasonal Hanks, Christmas Hanks, all kinds of shit. Some of them have gotten thrown away because I cut myself real bad and wrapped it up with that, and then it got bloody and all that. But for the most part, I got a shitload of Hanks. But, yeah, Brian, if you're in here, can come on this Saturday. Maybe we'll do something just like this, maybe, or something. I don't know. But, yeah, that was fun. That was fun, different. Uh, yeah, verticals do suck. But I was like, how can I show... I could have set up another camera and added it into the stream like I've done before. But then I was like, man, if I use a vertical to do the tabletop, I'll get a whole different crew of people in here, you know? So, because I'm using a streaming service and then sending it to YouTube, I can go live on my YouTube through a vertical, so I can go live at the same time, and it's, you know, obviously two separate streams. So what the vertical does is like a short almost, in the sense that it's going to viewers you wouldn't have otherwise most likely, you know, contacted or gotten, you know, in contact with. But I don't really do verticals a whole lot. I might start adding them in here and there, but not something I like to do. There are guys out there with over 3K in subs but aren't monetized due to not enough watch hours. Yeah, the watch hours is tough. The watch hours is ultimately very tough at the beginning. But, like, just to put it in perspective, Todd, in the last 28 days, I have over 12,000 watch hours just in the last 28 days. So eventually it starts to, like, not even matter. But yeah, initially it's tough. It's a tall order just starting out. It's a tall order, you know, to keep going, period. Can you set up both cameras to both streams? I don't know about that. No, I don't think so. You mean run the vertical to both and run the regular stream to both? No, I don't think so. At least not through my phone. I might be able to pull the vertical into this stream. I don't know. Tonight was the first night I thought of it and tried it out, and it actually worked. So it's kind of a whole new idea to me. So I don't know what's all capable. I've never seen anyone else do that either. Do a normal and a vertical at the same time. But for doing stuff like this, if I can get a better system, which it didn't work out too bad, you guys can barely see it in the normal screen, but I was running the vertical through my other phone at the edge of my table. It worked out pretty good. I had a system set up so it was like over my table, but it would have been right in front of you guys, so it was kind of annoying. Yeah, I initially wasn't real worried about the vertical streams. I'm still not. But I would like to expand, you know, to, like, the channel's doing well. So it's not something like I feel like I have to do. It would be something I feel like just doing just because. Like, I'm getting plenty of engagement just through my normal videos, which is my entire goal. You know, Like, there's some channels out there that you maybe have seen grow in subs quite a bit, but that doesn't translate to their long form content. I'd rather have 12 or 13,000 subs and be getting thousands of views on my long form videos than have 15 or 16,000 subscribers and only getting like, you know, a couple hundred views here and there on my long form videos. For me personally, I've always wanted to grow the channel through my long form content. Everything else is just kind of secondary, I guess. But once the long form content starts doing good, you know, that's pleasing for me, because that was the whole idea. I always wanted to grow the channel, but I wanted it to be organically through the stuff I'm actually trying to do, you know, to try to put out there. Shorts and vertical lives and live streams are just stuff I do just for fun, you know. And the long form videos are for fun, but that's my goal. You know, that's why I do YouTube, is long form videos. But there's a lot of people out there who do a ton of shorts and stuff like that, and they get like, you know, they grow pretty quickly. But it doesn't translate into anything real meaningful. Unless you're getting hundreds of thousands of views on all your shorts, it doesn't translate into anything meaningful. You're just basically padding numbers is what it is. Yeah, shit, if you can come up with something on the bandana side, dude, let me know about that too. Like regular bandana size. But all right, brothers, I'm going to regroup, clean off my table, and I'm going to record another video or two and get some shit ready for tomorrow. But that was fun. Love you guys. I'm sure there's another stream on, isn't there? I don't know. But if not, love you guys. And I am going to try and do a morning live stream. I don't know about tomorrow night, but, or not tomorrow night, tomorrow morning, but maybe tomorrow morning, maybe Wednesday morning. I don't know which yet, but I plan on doing several morning streams from now until the new year, just because, just to try it out and see how it goes. You know, I'm basically sunk into this full-fledged, so I'm trying to get used to what the hell I'm doing. I basically just talk to myself. Yeah, it's a different type of feeling when you like need to do it, that's for sure. And everything hinges on, you know, shit doing well. It makes it tough. It makes it tough. But it definitely drives me up the wall, man. I spend all day out in this room, all day, all night, pretty much. But yeah, that was fun. I had a blast. We got a nice ass kit together, something I can keep with me, take into any room in the house and have uses for it, and take outside the house and have uses for it. So that'll be a perfect bag. I will do a follow-up video on the bag and a gear and gadgets video in the next you know, week or two or something like that. Whenever I get around to it and can get it up, I'll do a full video, and then I'll post a community post to let you guys know that it's up and stuff. That way, if you missed it and you want to see it, you can see it in that format as well. All right, Brother Wes. Thanks for hanging out and all the suggestions, brother. Have a good night. I appreciate it, Derek. Oh, all right, Brian. Sounds good, man. Yeah, consistency is key for sure. One thing I've learned is that it almost doesn't, you know, if you want to have a set time to release your videos, I think that is good. People start to get an idea when you release. But I've also learned that if it's a solid video, a solid thumbnail, a solid title, it might not kick off like one you released at your normal time, but if it's good, it's going to do well no matter when you release it. And if it's shit, it's going to do shit no matter when you release it. It might do a little better in a normal release, but I've been toying with it. I've been releasing 2 to 3 videos every day for the last couple of weeks. So I've put out an ungodly amount of videos in the last like month. It's insane how many videos I've released, and even more that I've recorded. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, some sunglasses. I have extra pairs. I'll have to dig them out. I'd want a case for them though, for sure. Maybe I'll make a community post and just have everybody throw in stuff they think would be good to have in it, and then maybe get some ideas from that. But thanks for hanging out, guys. I didn't even realize it had been going this long either. That's awesome. But all right, I will see you mofos sometime this week or Saturday night. We'll be doing our normal spiel on Schmatterday night. Oh, all right, cool. I'll have to go over there to the site or dollar store. Yeah. I have a nice Oakley hard case, but that'd be way too big to put in there. But all right, brothers. I love you, mofos. Be safe. And until I see you, keep your head down, keep your balls hard. Live long.